Yeah, well, Paris was a pivotal moment. It created the right framework for action. It was a complete change in thinking, collaboration amongst 195 countries. It was able to motivate and set the scene for change, and it did. The reality is we had enormous change and motivation, investment flows into climate solutions in the years beyond. Now, we're hitting headwinds now, there's no doubt about it, in the last few years, for a combination of reasons. But we need that another pivotal moment. We need a shift in thinking. And Belém, COP30, and the next COP will be critical to that, because otherwise we're losing the battle. Nature and biodiversity and ocean should be core to that. The reality is we're losing that absorptive capacity that the ocean and land-based ecosystems have been providing the planet. We need to invest into them to provide that buffer capacity for the emissions that we are continued to generate into the atmosphere. Now, the oceans are absorbing 93% of the heat, and 25% of the actual emissions are being absorbed by the ocean, but it's losing its absorptive capacity. Same with our forests. So we need to invest into them, and that can be the pivotal moment. That can be the new shift of thinking, which is nature, oceans being core to this next phase of investing and of policy making and of our thinking. It's critical to do it, but we're also critical from a point of view of creating another shift, another moment of change. And that's what we need to do in this COP30 and the next. But nature and oceans have to be core to that. So Belém this year is a critical COP. It's at the heart of the Amazon. It's at the mouth of the Amazon River itself. So it does provide the right circumstances, the right environment for us to really better understand what's important to solve the crisis. And one of them is nature itself. We know how critical forests around the world are. The reality is the nature and the oceans are losing their absorptive capacity for the carbon dioxide, the other GHGs that we're emitting. So we need to invest into nature to create that resilience and that absorptive capacity against the emissions that we continue to emit. So Belém provides that opportunity. Now, one of the solutions we have is working with the state governments in Brazil, and this is what Race to Belém is all about, is work at that landscape level, the jurisdictional level of subnational governments to ensure all the players, all the stakeholders within that system are working together, both to identify how to invest the capital at the appropriate levels across all these different programs and projects in a coordinated way to ensure it's having maximum impact at the fastest possible pace. If we do it just project by project that's not coordinated, we just won't get there. It's like putting band-aids on the problem. We've got to get that whole system working together. So if we do it at the jurisdictional level and at a landscape level, that has the most power and the most effect. So it's a system solution. And we need to get companies, the private sector, which ultimately will suffer if we continue to damage the planet, to invest into these jurisdictional programs. And that's what we're doing at the Race to Belém. At scale, at speed, private sector capital. And that is the best possible way for us to shift the vast amount. There's no shortage of capital in the world. It's just getting it shifted to the right destinations and working in the most effective way across that whole system. So Belém is the perfect opportunity for us to do this because it's in Brazil. It's right in the heart of the Amazon. It's a pivotal moment where public sector is actually pulling back in many jurisdictions. It's a time for the private sector, therefore, to step up and to inject capital into these solutions. So it's a great moment, and it really is a great solution to the crisis. Well, I've been to the Climate Innovation Forum a few times in different capacities. When I was representing an NGO, when I was representing a global bank, and now representing the Race to Belém. This is a great event. Great people, a lot of deep expertise. It is about innovation. It is about investment. It's about new ways of thinking. It's about storytelling. It's about gathering smart, intelligent people together to find these solutions. Watching the David Attenborough immersion experience last night at the Natural History Museum called Our Story, Sir David gave a brilliant speech at the end about how this is the moment. Humans are important to solve this problem. We do have that opportunity of doing so. We have this superpower of problem solving, doing that together. And if that doesn't motivate us, then nothing will. This event here is critical for that because it's in harnessing the superpowers of everyone in this large room to solve these problems. We just need to be able to talk about them. We need to find the right ideas and into shifting vast amounts of capital into those solutions. So this is a very important event, and it's a great opportunity for us, Race to Belém, to tell our story.